Losers bracket round 1 match. Verloren versus Luffy. I think in general, Luffy is pretty good against Cammy. I don't like this matchup for Mika, but I think usually I like Luffy to do well against most Cammy players. The one thing about Luffy that's different, so like when you watch like Fudo, you notice that he is very defensive, kind of safe Mika. Luffy is the kind of Mika that will stick out medium punch in your strings and hit confirm it and just destroy you. One thing about his Rose that people never gave him credit for is how good he was at like running, backdashing, escaping, and then coming back in for offense. He's really good at dashing up at people and just pressuring them. Just like that. That's why I think his Mika has a lot of success. EX Giant Swing is a shit ton of damage, by the way. Oh, that Fierce Buffer would have killed him, dude. And that standing medium punch on the ground is really, really good in this matchup. The big problem is Mika's pokes are not traditional. I think they're pretty bad at initiating. I think Cammy's are good at initiating. But they're good counter pokes. They're good at letting your opponent do something and then poking back at them, you know? That's what she's good for. This is supposed to be... What Luffy tried to do here was whiff punish the dive kick, but he was a little late, I think. Double dash, command throw. I can't believe he was ready for that jump, by the way, with back medium punch. Yeah, I see him stick out medium punch again. If that hits, he gets EX Peach into like knockdown, into like maybe the round. You never know, right? Sticking out medium punch and strings is not that bad. It's a really fast medium button. Oh, got him. Clean offense. But yeah, I think that right here, for Luffy, you just watch the... I was just going to say, you just watch the dash. Dash into medium punch, dash into command throw, giant swing back to the corner. That was perfect recognition of the scenario. Punish. Because of the range on this, right? Because of the range, look at how far away this medium punch is. It's like max distance. So he blocks this point blank, which means you can punish. I'll do a discussion on the patch notes once I'm done with the match analysis. That's probably the plan. Or at the beginning of one of the upcoming streams. Yeah, if you're Luffy, you just jump back here or backdash. Wow, he walked up and did 4 medium kick. That's not what I expected at all. I thought he was going to respect the air dive kick. The V-trigger dive kick. Oh, he didn't delay the V-reversal enough. The thing about the V-reversal here is if you delay just... Actually, he might have thought it was going to stay in the front. If you delay, it will auto-correct and Mika will go the opposite way. It works like that with all strike V-reversals. Yeah, you can't get hit by any button into V-trigger if you're Luffy here. Or if you're against Luffy here. I really thought he was going to misfire on that crouching medium kick. So what happens here is this hits. I think he could have EX Peach. I wonder if that's... I don't know if the Fierce is a missed EX Peach or because he thought it was going to hit on the ground. But dash dash, he's trying to chase him. This doesn't hit. But if you're Verloren, I think you expect that Luffy's going to try to chase you. So I kind of like him dashing up, actually. I think it caught him unawares. Yeah, I think Luffy probably didn't expect him to dash at him. Right? Because Cammy has the lead. You don't think she's going to come for you. So I think that makes sense. I think that was crouching medium punch that got eaten up. That's one thing about Mika players is that usually they always try to anti-air, right? Because she has an excellent anti-air. But in that case, against Cammy with dive kick, right? Because she can change her jump trajectory, it's pretty hard to do. It's like a natural habit to just try to do crouching medium punch, right? Check this out. This is an important part about playing defense in this game. I bring it up a lot, but it's important to note. Block a button, walk back, crouch block again, block a button, right? After you block the button, you're plus frames because it's Cammy. But then you do the same thing. Block a button, walk back, or jump back again. So when you watch this series, it doesn't look like anything special, right? Medium punch, medium punch. But you notice that distance that Luffy created to prevent him from doing this again? If you don't walk back and block between buttons, you can't create that distance. That's a really important thing. You see how Luffy's doing it again there? Walk back between each normal so that you create that extra little space between their plus frames. That gets you out of situations. Walking back is so important. It's why characters with a hit confirmable crouching medium kick are really cheap. I don't know what this guy Verloren is doing. He didn't get punished there, but oh my god, that anti-air, this fucking character. They have actually nerfed her anti-air too, which cracks me up because she just pogos you out of there and then goes on the other side. I love that anti-air. It's very fun to use. So Mika's anti-air against dive kick, it depends on when she dive kicks and when Mika anti-airs. But generally, it's usually not good for Mika. Generally, it tends to lose. Sometimes it can lose in a way that's okay, where the dive kick ends up being negative, even on hit, which is great. And sometimes it trades very badly. Regular throw. One more for Dizzy here. EX Giant Swing, yeah. That was the right choice because of the amount of Dizzy this character has. This is calculated. Luffy sees, like, if I do EX Giant Swing here, this is probably the round, right? Like, this is essentially the round. Because it's going to be Dizzy, one hit Dizzy, so the damage on this is humongous. Even if it doesn't kill, she's got a pixel. And you just hit crouching light kick until the round's over. That's all you do. You just mash crouching light kick. Yeah, this button. This is one of the best closeout buttons in the entire game. It's a low, 4 frames, very far. Very far. That's like, that button is so good. You just do it all day. Crouching light kick, crouching light kick. It's very hard to poke against it. It's a low, so it catches you walking back. It's really good. Dash up, clips him. Man, strong fierce, no check. Standing medium punch from Mika is minus. But I guess, you know, because of pushback, sometimes you're scared to hit a button because then she might just do it again and then hit you. That's a punish. Where was down jab Peach? He did that dive kick really high. Yeah, that was good recognition of that, what's it called? Timing on Nadeshiko that Luffy could keep it up. Man, I forgot they buffed that from Cammy. Dashing up there is not real. After this V reversal, this is one of those scenarios, we talked about it. There's a lot of scenarios in this game where there's a knockdown. All you do here is look for a dash. You have one job. Look for the dash. One job, right? If they walk up, you don't have to hit a button. But if you see the dash, you should stop it. Yeah, she's dead, isn't she? Checkmate says. No way the giant swing will kill from that much life. Yeah, it does a lot. EX Giant Swing is a really, really messed up command throw. That was a hit confirm from Luffy, right? Charge drop kick. Fierce. You see how he delays and then doesn't do the heavy peach. He does the light peach because he has to delay. Luffy's actually lucky he didn't do charge drop kick because Verloren was ready for the heavy kick crush counter punish. Which, yeah, that right there is another example of Luffy trying to anti-air in this matchup and losing. It happens a lot. The crouching medium punch is not, it's not the best against Cammy dive kick. As an anti-air, it's incredibly good. Man, Verloren risked his life with that DP. You're going to DP in the corner against Mika? Oh, boy. Yeah, that's what he was looking for before, the crush counter on the drop kick. The problem with trying to do that is that if she taps the roundhouse or if you're a little bit off on your timing, you take a lot of damage. If you get crush countered by Mika's drop kick, you get corner carried, you lose a ton of life. It's a real bad scenario. Did he do medium peach on that? I thought he did light. You can do light or medium, I guess. Or super if you have super. You have a lot of frames to hit confirm there. Yeah, medium peach gives you better Oki. See, that's what I mean. This Fierce has there's a lot of frames in here to cancel. That's one of the best things about her Fierce, right? You can hit it and then wait and then super. You see the little delay there? Look at how long after that Fierce hits that he cancels. Boom, right? You have boom, Fierce, wait, buffer, hit it. You have a long time. And you get Oki off this, although chip is a big problem. That's why he does the wingless, I think. Maybe to read a backdash or something. Now chip is like, yeah. Verloren goofed. You're dead. Yeah, what are you going to do there? As soon as you dash up, you're dead. Jump back here. If he clapped back to the corner, I think he might have had enough damage. But I don't blame him for just hitting Fierce into Peach. That was like, that's the automatic, right? And when you dash up, DP in a super. You hear Logan sounds all mad. Look at this guy. The Rose combo, crouching Fierce drill. Huh? Let the spirits guide you. Oh, I wonder why he throw teched right there. Oh, maybe he thought that he dashed. I don't know. Verloren does a lot of dash up, crouching medium punch in this. I can't believe that answer. He does a lot of crouching medium punch after a dash in this matchup. And there's a lot of like dashing in and out from Luffy as well. So I think that's why it sort of catches him quite a bit, you know? Strong, nice. Walk back medium punch from Mika will never stop being good. If you can't link EX Peach after, then that's when it'll stop, I guess. But until that day, that button is always going to be good to just walk back and forth and hit. You get a lot of reward off of it, and it's very easy to hit confirm. It's one of her best ways to spend meter besides EX Giant Swing or Super. Combo. Chip. Same thing we saw before. Logan, king of the biased commentators. He does love him some Europe. Him and Yipes have to commentate together for that reason, right? I try to usually be pretty, oh, he was not, I think he could have done EX Peach there, but Strong was too far. I try to usually not be too bad. Is this Dizzy? This will be close. Yeah. There's only a few players I get a little wild for. It is funny the way people talk about biasness. In the first year of Street Fighter V, people said I was very biased. Man, this is really good. Hold on. Down jab. He's holding up forward here. You notice no counter hit. Tries to throw. The automatic response from Verloren, which is the correct one, is back strong. But the belly flop beats it. Mika holding up forward in the corner is better than most characters. The only other characters that have suitable answers are, or similar answers, I guess I should say, is Rashid and Zeku when he's in young mode with the wall escape. Or Chun-Li, I guess. And you win the round by holding up forward in the corner. But, yeah, when it comes to, biasness, a lot of people said I was biased for the US, and then people said I was biased for Japan, and then they said I was biased for, you know, this and that, and I usually am just biased towards whoever I think will win, which is, you know, good old-fashioned Street Fighter. Can't jump in on Freedom is a, what's it called thing? That was a Wednesday Night Fights thing. That's a combo. Oh, it's not a combo, you sick fuck. Luffy is really good at this. You get a combo off counter hit forward medium kick, which I talked about this earlier. I don't think Mika is necessarily the best at initiating pokes, but I do think her pokes are excellent at counter poking, and up close they're great. Crouching light kick, standing or forward medium kick, super good, right? Tapped heavy kick. You know, she has really great pokes up close. And this right here you can combo after, but the EX Giant Swing reset I really like. Because if you're Verloren, you're like, oh, I'll be fine. That does a grip. Bias against underdogs? Sure. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, this kind of range, I think I like Mika against a lot of characters. Crouching light kicks, forward medium kick, crouching light... Like, people don't have good answers to this kind of stuff generally. But Cammy's jump dive kick makes it a little scarier, a little bit more scary for her to stick out stuff. Unbiased comments. It's like a robot repeating pre-programmed sentences. That's why you have to make your analysis have a little bit... It has to be interesting and to the point, right? You can't just deliver the information like +3 into 5-frame button is a frame trap into this, into that. Like, you can't be, you know, that robotic about it. You have to have some juice to the analysis, and you also have to get to the fucking point. Nobody wants to listen to you talk about it for 4 years, something small. I think that there was like a few options Luffy could have done here. There's a few options you can do against this. I think that EX Peach is okay. I think maybe Clap might have reached. Maybe not. Fierce might have reached. Maybe not. the pushback on Nadeshiko is pretty far, as you can see, right? It looks like it'll reach at the time, but it depends on when Nadeshiko hits and when Mika's out of hit stun. Yeah, there's a few people who I think get a little bit too robotic in numberies. It happens, man. It's like a lot of, I think that tends to be a lot of players who become commentators are like that. Because they know the frames, they know the situations really well. I like regular throw there. Regular throw Oki from Mika's pretty good. You walk forward and you have two options. As long as you have EX bar, the Oki after this is great, right? You walk up, it's either medium punch to catch the jump or button, or EX giant swing. And he's done EX giant swing a lot, so I like that. Call them out? I've already told them. What is... The internet's like a funny place. You guys are just like, fight to the death! And it's like, I'm alright. They knew who they are. You ever think you don't have to tell everybody everything about them that they're not good at? That was a good EX Peach. It would have whiff punished the landing frames when he hit the deck anyway, so that was a good try. This is where you lose the round is Mika. Getting back thrown to the corner by Cammy. Unless you clap them, this is a tough place to win the round from. Oh man, this is the killer. This is the killer right here. When he does shallow dive kick, you activate Nadeshiko. The dive kick, because it misses, will not have the extra hit stun, right? And he doesn't get, or block stun, and he doesn't get the punish on the ground with the medium punch because he doesn't recover in time. EX. I mean, I've told him Apollo AJ. I'm just not telling the world. You don't want to hear my honest answers about commentary. I don't think anybody does. Oh, no! Damn, that sucks. This happens all the time, doesn't it? This happens all the time. Short, he tried crouching leg kick, standing jab, uppercut. He hit confirmed and everything. But yeah, that's a hard punish. I don't like that combo choice that much, but... Crouching Fierce. He did side Nadeshiko, actually, right? So he doesn't have very many choices. If this is Nadeshiko from the ceiling, he has better choices. EX Giant Swing was... This is the Luffy classic, right? The Giant Swing. Close out the round. That shit was stressful, man. This is a way closer match than oh shit, she's dead again, isn't she? Dude, it does a ton of damage. And it's why Mika's throw game is scary, because her strikes are scary, because medium punch, heavy punch, super does a lot. And EX Giant Swing does a shit ton. So between those two options, you're like, oh god. And if you uppercut, and you're like, oh no. It's scary, man. It's so scary. It's just the scariest thing in the world. And also in that kind of heat of the moment, you're trying to block the left-right mix-up. That's important too. In this heat of the moment situation, if you're Verloren, you're like, oh shit, jab, dash under, switch to block this way, cross up. I don't want to get hit by the left-right into the... Oh, because he has super. If you try to jump and you get hit by medium punch fierce into super, you're deader than dead. Yeah, like you're smoked. Yeah, you're smoked. So, you know, what are you going to do in that scenario? Sucks to suck, but there's only so many options you have.